got on the top of it, so good for that. Starting to feel quite warm as obviously my body's warmed up from the run, and also the sun's climbing higher and there's no cloud cover, and also in a patch where there's plenty of trees, the shade, the humidity I talked about earlier starting to feel it a little bit. I'm running in shorts and a t-shirt. I did see some people yesterday, men running in tracksuit pants or leggings or something like that, and I thought, you guys are going to be roasting by the time you get to the end of this. But I suppose, like anywhere you live, you become acclimatised to it. Good downhill stretch here now, back to the Faustini Bridge. I see the sun just coming on the right hand side there. Good morning. Past 4 kilometres from the start of the park run if you've gone out and back to that point. I don't think either the pace or the distance is going to be all that good today. Pace I just seem to be going. I wouldn't say slowly, but just going. And the distance will be about 8.5 k's, I reckon. When I go running through the week, I do it first of all because I like it. And you get that runner's high that they talk about. Hits your brain, flooded with those endorphins from getting out and exercising and being out in elements like this early in the morning. And there's a guy who was here, run director of the park run yesterday, said, you're out doing this and you've got your head down, concentrating on your run, stop every now and again, look up and say to yourself, how good is this? And that's probably not a bad philosophy, but anyway, getting back to the running. So I run during the week for the exercise and because I like it, but it's all training and preparation for the park run on the Saturday. I watched the bloke on YouTube and he was talking about, I can't remember his name, but he was talking about always having an event in your diary as a thing you're working towards and you're training for. So you say, for example, instead of saying one day I'm going to run a park run in 25, for example, you say on this day I'm going to run a park run in 25, and you train for that event. Because if it's just a one day I'm going to do it thing, then that one day never comes. But if it's in your calendar or whatever, it's staring you there in the face all the time, and you know you're working towards it. So for me, every Saturday park run is the event I'm training for, and whilst I accept it's not a race, I'm racing myself and the clock each time I go out. And as I've probably said on other videos, I want to do one of two things: either improve my position or do a better time than I did last time. If I could do both, it'd be great. Sometimes you don't do either. It just doesn't happen that day. Everybody else runs faster than you, or you're just not feeling it the way you thought you would. But so, get to the point of what I'm trying to say is my training days are about getting certain distances morning and things into my legs. So I'll run 8 or 10 or 12 or whatever it is kilometres in the session just to get that distance into my legs. So it's the physical training, but as I know I've mentioned before, it's the morning psychological training of convincing yourself that the distance you set out to run that day you can manage. But also the 5k you're going to run on Saturday, and no matter how many times you've run it, it's still 5k and it's still there in front of you and a bit daunting. But it's convincing yourself psychologically that you're capable of doing that. It's not difficult. So on a day like today, I'm just trying to do a distance. My intention to start where I did on that loop around the picnic grounds and then up to the Jorgensen Bridge and come back again. And whilst I'll look at all the statistics, particularly the pace and the time in the different heart rate zones, it's not as important as actually having gone out and run. So here's the finish point. You go through a little set of cones there and get your token and all that stuff. And now I've got about 1.7 k's I think to home, and we're 5.54 I think. I can't read it too well at my glasses, which I took off because they're all fogged up and I can't see properly. All the stars did start at starting line is and go out this way, and you can imagine 250 runners all go this way across this path. Dogs, runners with their dogs and runners with their strollers, and they're all trying to get to their position in the pack as well. It all works itself out by about the turnaround point, and it feels spreading itself out. Although it's a shared path, I think most of the locals know that the park run is on at that time. 7 o'clock in the morning it starts, so people start getting there about 6:30, and so other people who might want to cycle or use their scooters or whatever are generally considerate enough to stay away and wait till the park run's over. Pretty strong sun now, and you can see blue sky, not a cloud anywhere. Make up the heat a bit. As you can see here, plenty of trees are nice and shaded here. And it does break up the sun a little bit. So you can see a well-worn path around the tree here for the turnaround point. Another little playground, I might have mentioned this on the way out. Picnic shelter over there. Children's at the barbecue, but taps there, serving a little dish for dogs. Rubbish bins, which is always handy if you want people to take home their waste. You've got to either provide bins or they'll just leave it. Pardon me, how rude. Bulimba Creek Pikeway, as it's called. Around this bend here, and it's flat back to where I started from, and dog park is just down there.